That's right, it's Spooktober and we are back talking about Fnaf again. Now it's time to rank the games. Hello, it's Cord, back with another video about Fnaf that nobody asked for and nobody cares about. Today I'm going to be ranking every Fnaf game, but first the rules. 1. We are only going to rank games, we're not going to include the movie. 2. We are only ranking the PC versions. I'm not gonna have the original versions next to console ports. 3. We will cover spin-offs and supported fan games that have been released on Steam. 4. This video will not be covering DLC, so the video will probably be long enough.
Oh my god! Oh, I did it!
I'm starting with the classics, and to start off the classics, the original. The first Five Nights at Freddy's is great. It's scary, atmospheric. Even now, I feel like most people agree it's the scariest FNAF game. And the game was very influential because it showed that one person can make a horror game with simple mechanics and not be dependent on something that people already know. However, this game is hard, so hard that a lot of people haven't been in the game, including me. But again, it's great, so it goes here.
She is such a bad bitch, though.
FNAF 2. This is the game that a lot of OGs say is the best, and I can see why. The first game was scary because the only thing protecting you was the doors, and, well, now they're gone, and the amount of animatronics more than doubled. It is more difficult than FNAF 1, so it gets the same tier as the original.
First night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through.
I must confess something. I have not played FNAF 3 or FNAF 4, so I'll quickly say what people think about these games. FNAF 3, people thought it was an underwhelming finale that was more annoying than scary. FNAF 4 was a good game, but people thought it was trying too hard to be scary.
Hi, baby! Hi, my little baby Ennard!
FNAF's just location, it lacks replayability, except for the custom nights, but most people give up before reaching them. I didn't even play it for background footage. Anybody who played this game will understand and agree why I'm placing it here.
Despite only lasting a minute and 30 seconds, Gravity Vortex is more difficult than all of the base game.
Pizzeria Sim. While the nights are not that scary, this game has the most replayability of any of the games here so far. The game is split between the Tycoon mode, Office mode, and Salvages. Even if you don't like the game, you have to admit, the stuff in it makes it worthy of being the first in God tier. Ultimate Custom Night, this is the easiest placement, best game here, watch me beat 50-20 mode. Okay, now that we're done with the classics, the Steelwool games, starting with Security Breach.
I'm gonna shove a beak inside of you, and you are going to be able to talk better. Did you hate the idea that much?
You don't even need the context, you already know.
Approve! Help me, big sis. No.
Okay, help wanted. This is a strange one. Technically it's a VR remake, but also an original game. As a FNAF game, it has the most content of any other, and as a VR game, it's very good, being one of the most popular VR games. But, and this is a big but, in fact, here's a hot take warning. Look at that, okay, no warning, better get out of here if you don't like hot takes. Alright. If you want to play the first FNAF in VR, you aren't getting that. Your atmosphere is gone. Game mechanics changed. The 6th night and custom night, they've been replaced with a strange version of the 5th night. And this is for all of the games. and Fnaf 4 and sister location aren't even properly here. So I just have to say, as a VR remake, it's bad. The Half-Life 2 VR mod did a better job at staying true to the original game than this official game did. Okay, hot take over. Now, as its own game, it's good, so it goes here.
And oh, this is not necessary. Later.
Help Wanted 2, Help Wanted 2. What can I say? It's a decent VR game and an underwhelming FNAF game, and, okay. If you were naming the most forgettable FNAF games, this game wouldn't even get mentioned because everyone forgot it exists. Do you know what time it is? That's right, it's time for Secret of the Mimic. Now, this game is what I imagine Scott wanted when he made Security Breach. Seeing this, I thought, finally, there's an official free roam FNAF game that doesn't suck. Also, I haven't played it. Look, it's like $40. I'm not even sure my PC can run it. Okay, it's time for spin-offs and other stuff. Well, technically, everything after FNAF 4 could be considered a spin-off. But whatever. Oh, and speaking of coming after FNAF 4... Okay, even after Security Breach, FNAF World is probably the most hated game. Most people look at it and say, who thought this was a good idea? And to be fair, even Scott thinks that when he looks back on the game. But, I must confess something. I've probably put more hours into this FNAF game than any other. And before you kill me, hear me out. Look, when I was in middle school, we all had these school laptops, but every web browser game was banned. Every single one. And FNAF World was one of the few games that people were able to spread copies of. And I was playing that every day at lunch or during free time. And you may hate this game, but for me, it was all I had. And you can't take that away from me. It matters. Yeah, so, it's alright, goes here. 5 Laps at Freddy's. I get this is a demo, but it's not well optimized. The controls suck. Just look at this. Why is right shift boost? Who thinks, now I'm gonna press the right shift button? That's not intuitive at all. That sucks. And then right next to that is the pause button, the enter. I accidentally paused the game while trying to use the boost at like 2 times while recording footage. Why is enter pause? Anyway, the button to use items is I. This is just annoying to use. It's not intuitive, and I doubt it'll be fixed in the full game because usually button mapping isn't a problem in demos. But other than that, I guess it's an okay racing game. Into the Pit. This is a good game. It was able to appease both old and new fans, which is impressive. The game looks good. Also, this is an adaptation of the book. And I'll be honest, I don't think the book was very good. I think the game did a way better job at telling the story, even though it's the same story, but they just did it in a better way. Anyway, the gameplay was good, it looked nice, it was scary in a lot of parts. I'm putting it up here. Okay, how I'm ranking fan games is I'm only adding them to the list if they're on Steam. The first fan game, Pop Goes Arcade. I don't want to say much about it in case you haven't played it, and if you have played it, well, you already know what I'm going to say, it's great. The best way I can describe it is, this is what people want FNAF World to be. Just go play it. Okay, my pop goes. This is very basic. I bought the game when it came out because it was on sale. I played it for about 30 minutes and forgot about it. The best way I can describe this game is it's the phrase, I'll finish it later. The joy of creation. It has a demo that's been released on Steam. It's free. I think everyone should play it. There are no words that can properly describe how good it is. I'm gonna show you some gameplay and let it speak for itself. Okay, this is the tier list I created.
Oh,
I want to know, where do you rank the games?
oh, goodness.
Original
Okay.
Fnaf, but
Oh, hmm. I would say pretty good, personally.
uh,
I, I guess just put it at pretty good.
uh,
3. I like it just as much as the other two. I like the original franchise a lot, personally. 4. I would say God tier for FNAF 4, personally. I think it was really good for its time and still holds up. I like it way too much. Oh, but is it worth God tier? I would say just honestly pretty good because I don't think it's bad. I just think it's not as good as FNAF 4. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, I don't know where you put the FNAF 4. I'll say playable, mainly because I still dislike that you can't play it by itself anymore, really. So FNAF 6, which would be okay. Now, I would say God tier for that one, mainly because I just like the tycoon type thing I like in it. Ultimate Custom Night, oh boy. I'll put pretty good, mainly because I think what gets me to just like it a lot is mainly because of the voice acting.
oh yeah, it is pretty good.
The voice acting, I think, is my favorite part about that game, and the secrets, but mainly the voice acting. Then Help Wanted. Oh, Help Wanted is God tier. I love Help Wanted. We'll just go to Pop Goes. My Pop Goes. I never finished it, but I'll put it as. I guess I'll just put it as playable with FNAF World. Not because I hate it, just because I never finished it and I can't really judge it too much.
That's the same reason I put it in playable as well.
Oh, Pop Goes Arcade. How about that? Pop Goes Arcade. Where would that go? I like it, but I feel like it's kind of repetitive. So pretty good, I will put. Uh, we should go back to normal ones now. Security breach. Oh boy. I saw that you put it as Super F, which I don't fully agree. I just think it's it's not perfect, and I understand why. And I can't blame it for that. I like the animations. I like the world building in it. I just think it could have been worked on a lot more. But in the end, I will put it as playable, mainly because I respect it a little bit too much in some ways. Help Wanted 2. Oh boy. Um Oh, like I like Help 1 and 2 a lot, and I love the difference. The only thing with Help 1 and 2 is that some of the mini games in it kind of felt similar to the first one. That's kind of why I liked Help 1 and 1 more. Um, I'll put it as pretty good, I guess. Into the Pit. I would say God tier mainly just because of how different it was. It felt so refreshing out of all these different games. Joy of Creation, holy shit, that is God. I love that game. Five Laps at Freddy's. We all know where that's gonna go. It's pretty obvious.
The Super F.
Yep, and yep. Not because I hate Scott. I love Scott way too much. I just don't like the people who are working on that game mainly because they really need. I would rather have anything but a kart racer.
That's fair.
Anything but a kart racer. And then Mimic, the most recent game. The one that I feel like I should really get off the top of my head, but I just have to think over it. Oh my goodness. I liked it. Like, I really liked it. The only thing I didn't fully like was that they didn't really lay out the story too much. Because the story was kind of already something we kind of knew already. I was a little disappointed with that part, but the gameplay was great. The um the voice lines are great. The atmosphere was terrifying. Um Seeing rundown old not really rundown, but prototype versions of Freddy and Freddy with no face is kind of funny. No head actually. Sorry. No head. He has no head. Seeing an old Monty, which still makes no sense to me, but if I had to choose, I'll put it at pretty good, mainly because I haven't grown on it too much. I still think I still think the next game might help it be more successful, personally.
Well, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm glad that you enjoyed it and watched to the end. You enjoyed this style of video, then you'll probably enjoy this video on the left. However, if you want another Fnaf styled video like this, you'll be more likely to enjoy the one on the right. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.